Hi guys, thanks for checking the video out. Steve Buzza here. Another buzz about golf. It's Father's Day, so this is US Open review. I think I'll probably talk about the US Open on my own, because as you can see, I have these two wonderful things with me. And Megan, who is also wonderful. So match play madness. So we do this after every major. 9 holes, 9 questions. Megan went smart to ridiculous, but not ridiculous in a good way. Not ridiculous in a good way. Ridiculous in a, how did you come to these? It's as if you want to lose. Which is good, and maybe that's the case because I lose every time. So hole number 1. Who did we think would win?
I put Scotty Scheffler.
You put Scotty. I went Cameron Smith, thinking that the course would get out of control really hard. It would become a short game fest. I was not right. You were not right. But
You were more.
I was more right. They battled it out in the mid card. I think Cameron Smith won, so 1 up to Steve. The Scotty Scheffler shout was not the ridiculous bit. This is the ridiculous bit. Winning score.
-15.
-15. Where on earth you got that?
I swear I Googled and it said that the average US Open score was like -12. Maybe I...
So you went, Pinehurst is really hard, so I'm going to add 3 on the average. I started at +3. I thought it's going to get crazy, and the USGA, if they don't water it and it gets hard, it will become unplayable. I saw the weather. I saw there wasn't going to be much wind, so I went to 7 under, not over. So I actually wasn't far off. If Bryson hadn't 3-putted that hole, I would have been spot on. But then again, if Rory hadn't 3-putted those holes, Bryson wouldn't be the champion. But nevertheless, when we talk about champions, 2 up.
2 up.
This is where you get even more ridiculous. So we had the cut line. What would the cut line be?
I put -2. For some reason, I'm not sure
-2.
Yeah.
Which I think if you were -2, you would be thinking about winning the tournament. I put, and again, I thought it was going to get crazy, so I put +10. So I should have lost, but because of Megan's ridiculousness, I'm 3 up.
And then I said an amateur was going to make the cut.
So Shipley ruined me again through his excellence.
And
Met
him.
I met him. I've seen him play, and he absolutely rips it. He hit shot that I may have said this last time I spoke about him, but I was chatting with I saw where he hit it on one of our holes at where I work in Dallas, and I was arguing with the assistant that they clearly didn't use the back tee, and they had used a tee further back than the back tee. You know, and I can, wow. You know, I'm Megan. When I'm lubed up, I am a monster off the tee. You know, I can get above tour average. I can get to like 118. When I'm really moving, I can get to like 120. And he is like hit it into somewhere that I can't even fathom that he could hit. Even in my lubed up state.
I'm still laughing about that. But I am lubed up.
But I'm like, how would you say it?
I don't know. I probably wouldn't say it.
When I'm limber. When I'm limber, feeling like I can limbo. When I'm feeling that little extra spice. So I still wouldn't be able to get. So
how many players are going to make, or how many amateurs?
So I said 0 again.
0. So I gain 1 back.
So you gain 1 back. So now I'm 2 up. You then, we went, oh, Tiger. So Tiger Woods.
Yeah, there he
Cassie,
is.
Tiger Woods.
Beckham, where's Tiger Woods? Do you see him?
Oh, he did kind of look. He did look everywhere, so I'm maybe reading into that a little bit too much. But
yeah, I said he was going to make the cut, but he'll finish in last.
I said he would finish top 20. Top 20. I think, so Scotty didn't have the best week. Scotty did not have the best week, but...
No.
So I apologise for that. The 2-year-old just chopped the tripod as if the tripod had done him dirty. He was not happy about something. Tiger, top 20 I had. I just think, Scotty didn't have the best of weeks, but he still had a very competent week. Wasn't what he wanted, but because he's playing, makes the cut, finishes okay. Tiger, without him playing, I think he almost had the almost identical game that Scotty had, but by not playing, then you make a few extra mistakes. Those few extra mistakes, you miss the cut. He looked really good at the beginning. The Masters, he looked really good at the beginning. So I'm right on the fence.
Well, he was just looking like so tired in his interview.
He looks tired. It's hot as hell.
But I had him making the cut, but finishing in last. It's like you can't outrule him. That's for sure.
It's tough, and it's a hard one to answer because I love talking about him. I love watching him. He still will make you switch on and just see or watch him if he's playing good, bad, or indifferent. And there is still something there. But there'll always be something there. It's like always. But anyway, are you taking the win? You can't take the win for a missed cut.
Okay.
You're close.
I'll square on that.
All square on that.
And then the next one is we both put PGA. It was Liv versus PGA.
Liv versus PGA. And how we've been trying to do that is top 10. And so winner gets 10, second gets 9, and you would add it up.
But if someone wins, then...
we both went PGA. We should probably split our decisions, or that will happen a lot. But Liv definitely won.
Yeah.
Bryson winning and beating Rory, the poster child.
It came down to that for both.
And I don't feel like Rory. I don't feel like that's Rory's fight, as in he didn't want that fight. I think he was very loyal to the tour. He did what they asked him to do, and now a few years later, it's put him in a right little mess. I hope Rory recovers from this. I really do. And when he had his worst moment in golf, I think this is now his worst moment. But his previous worst moment was when he blew up on 10 at Augusta, 4 putts.
Yeah.
I have a close friend in Dubai who used to know his former caddy, and he said when he 4-putted 12, he handed the putter back and said, I felt like I was going to be there forever.
Wow.
So, it broke down.
Yeah.
He won the next major. He won the US Open, I think it was. So he made the changes. So I think it will throw, gasoline on a fire, and it will make it burn in the right direction. So I wouldn't be surprised if he wins at Troon, fine it's not too windy. But Liv definitely won. That's me 3 up. How many holes have we got to play?
Well, then...
We got 2 holes to play, haven't we?
There's only 2 holes to play, so you won. But I think this is my favorite question. Uh-oh. I can't tell if you're happy or crying. I can't tell.
So this one, and it's probably, I have won, because we're only playing 9 holes. I'm 3 up with 2 to play. The rules of golf would state we shake hands.
It does feel good to finally have a win.
So I am now not on a 0%. You are no longer undefeated. But talking of undefeated people, so
because this one's kind of like a pride, this is one that...
This one is so subjective, it's more of a, whoever employs the best attorney would win this question. But we've both had great moments at Pinehurst. So the question was, did our moment beat the best moment of this week at the US Open? Your moment, hole-in-one on the Cradle, first hole-in-one, you've been a pro, you've played for years, first and only hole-in-one, first hole at the Cradle.
Yeah.
So people go, but it's a par 3 course, but you're like, it was the first hole.
Yeah.
Wedge in, job done. My one, so we played number 2, and I shot 1 under. So you could go, hang on, a lot of the guys shot 1 under, and the guys that won were significantly better than that. but they are significantly better than me. Plus, I didn't have a caddy.
Oh, wait.
This was a bad idea, by the way. So anyway, wherever the hell I was in my story, I shot.
Happy Father's Day. You're stuck with all of us.
I shot under par at Pinehurst. That's pretty cool for me. Playing it blind, I shoot under par. Is that moment for me? And that's kind of a big moment. When I think of my favorite things in golf that I've done, that's definitely on the list. Your one is definitely on the list. Is it bigger than what happened? I would say yes. But let me finish. Because the main story is going to be the sadness. T-Rex? Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
There's a T-Rex. So T-Rex trumps everything, by the way. So T-Rex trumps everything. But I think it's going to be remembered for Rory's blowout mistakes, not necessarily a great moment. It should be, because Bryson's bunker shot is sensational. To do that under pressure, that's the moment that should be remembered. I think your hole-in-one kind of wins. So I probably would have given you this one, but that's like when you finish match play with somebody who then goes, oh, I would have given you that later on. Oh, and I would have given you this if I didn't have to.
I still think Bryson earned it on this one. The whole thing, and then he's completely turned the corner. Everyone went from like hating him to now loving him. He even just sticking around and doing all the interviews that he did, and then signing the autographs, and then he was in his moment.
So I think in an ideal world, they go to a playoff that scrubs the mistakes on both parties, and then Bryson. I have no issue with Bryson winning, by the way. I think he's a deserved champion, to your point. But then Bryson wins, and then you talk about that.
Yeah.
His bunker shot though was seriously good. So I think it shows you how hard it is. You know, but they're comparing it to Bryson didn't win the PGA, but that Xander's brilliance. But it's a completely different course. That course was soft. They were making birdies. This was a dogfight. The course was tough. So you could argue, and this is what a US Open, and I'll finish on this. The whole concept of a US Open, it's not making mistakes. It's staying in the grind. The person that can see it out to the bitter end is the one who deserves to win. Rory didn't achieve that. Bryson did. So I think we'll leave it there. And as always, thanks for watching. Stay happy, stay safe. This will be in 30 years' time, when they talk about Buzz About Golf being the top podcast, when they say, oh, who's Joe Rogan? Oh, didn't he go on the Buzz About Golf podcast? So when they talk about that in 30 years' time, this will go down as a very special one, because this will be the first and last time we have the kids in the room.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Say bye-bye, honey.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.